I thought that'd be a fantastic idea, because what I like to do is interview business owners and share their journey with my audience. So thank you for coming today. I know you're busy, so we'll dive straight in.
Go on, DM me.
Go straight in. So, Michelle, can you tell the people watching what you do for a business?
So my business is aesthetic medicine. So Mwah actually stands for Michelle Worthington Aesthetic Health. So I'm a nurse, and I inject anti-wrinkle treatments, fillers, do microneedling, bit of microblading, and just help people feel the best version that they can be.
Oh, fantastic. And how long have you been doing it for?
So I did the course back in May 2018.
Yeah.
And then I sort of slowly built my business whilst working for the NHS.
Yeah.
And then last January, actually took the step and just have gone solo. So I'm no longer a PIN number. I am my business.
Fantastic. And what inspired you to start the business? Why aesthetics? Why? You know?
I love art. I just keep seeing her head in the background, so I'm going to move her. But
she looks good.
What I do. So basically, I love art. So this is actually facial muscles, and then this one's going to have arteries drawn on, because I actually teach aesthetics as well. So since I've been doing it, I was sort of headhunted by cosmetic courses for my sort of knowledge of anatomy and physiology. So kind of everything just moulded into what I am today. But it all started, sort of doing the aesthetics, was because I had a bit of Botox myself and I loved it.
Okay.
And we're not allowed to use the word actually, because it's prescription only medication. But that is where it started.
Sorry, Facebook.
And then I just became more passionate about it, found out that I was really good at it. And because I'd previously done sort of plastics in day case, I can see the face in 3D. So where I'm injecting, I actually know what lies beneath. So
right, got you.
I can kind of envisage, so the face I see is my canvas.
Right.
So I don't like people to kind of come with me, I want lips like this, or I would create the best version of you. Gotcha.
So they come to you, I suppose, when they want to make the best of themselves in a more natural way.
I only like natural aesthetics and natural results. It's like, if people want other things, then you know, I'm quite happy to do consultations, but then I just say I don't think I'm the practitioner for you.
Yeah. And that's good, because obviously that's your values, that's the ethical values that, you know, meant that you worked at the NHS for a number of years, and you've carried on with those within your business, because, you know, let's be honest, we all read the papers, we all see some of the kind of glaring mistakes that people have had.
And I think that's the thing with aesthetics, is nobody really hears about the good stuff. It's always
we see it, but then we don't realise it's aesthetic. You think it's just natural.
Poor Leslie Ash, how many years ago now did she have her bodged lips, and people still mention it. They don't mention the people who have actually gone from having like the full face rejuvenation from having acid thrown in the face and that kind of thing.
Of course.
It's always negatives that people love to focus on.
That's the media, isn't it? It's bad news. Bad news sells. Good news, you know. Well, we don't want you to be happy, so yeah. So tell us about some of the challenges you've had to overcome, because obviously, you know, NHS, you know, you had to kind of do your own training. You know, what have been some of the challenges within the business?
The first initial challenge, if I'm honest, was like what helped me to make the decision to leave the NHS was my health. So when I had my third child, I'd had what's called SPD, and my back has never been the same since. I'd been quite, my pelvis was out of alignment, and I was having to catheterise myself. I was really quite ill.
Oh my God.
I was in a wheelchair for sort of my child. She's now 5, but for the first 2 years, I've recently just sold my mobility scooter. Actually, I've got it gone. Definitely don't need that again.
Oh my God, I can't believe what you've just. I'm looking at you and thinking, hold on, she's got children. Hold on, I thought you were about 25 something, and now you're telling me you're in a wheelchair. It's like, what? I'm coming to see you, girl.
Yeah, no, 41. I've got a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 5-year-old.
Okay.
And the pregnancy of my 5-year-old, it was horrendous. So when I actually went back to work, things were not easy, and I had to sort of be relocated, and obviously occupational health were involved. And then, long story short, I wasn't as supported as I would maybe have liked to have been, but we won't go there.
Yeah.
But I'd got what was actually at that point a hobby, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet here, and I'm going to go for it, because I know I'm good at this, and I'm going to believe in myself. And actually, the only person who can look after my back and also my mental health, because it was getting me down a lot,
of course,
is me.
Boom.
So I took the step. And you know, you do get kind of, then it kind of went, you know, oh, what about your pension? What about this? What about that? And actually, there's other pension companies out there, and it's like they love to have you in this mould. And the fact that I've escaped the mould is like,
I think
I'm still a nurse. I'll keep my PIN number and everything, but
I think there's a degree of, I don't think jealousy is the right word, but I think when people hear about you, you know, breaking free, because it is about breaking free, isn't it? I think the automatic thing is they fear for you, because, you know, first thing they're thinking about is when you retire. It's like, hold on, I've got like another 30 years before all that. what are you so concerned about? You know? Obviously the comfort, the safety blanket, but I think a lot of people don't realise that they would probably thrive under a different type of pressure. Now, I'm not advocating everyone walking out of their jobs today, by the way, so please do not be writing to me, hey, Nigel, you said lose my job and that, I'm homeless. No, don't do that. What I'm saying is take a chance on yourself. You see, you've got one life, no script. We've got no idea what's happening tomorrow. Who would have imagined that we'd have this flu on steroids that was going to wipe out the whole world, or wipe out, you know, a lot of the world? So this
that
actually
was my reset button, Nigel. Is I have one life, and actually I'd fallen on my crutches, and you're going to whoa again now that I ended up in QE and HDU because I had sepsis.
Jesus, please.
So I lost about 2 weeks of my life, and it was that reset button that was just, I've got one life here, and I am not wasting it. I'm going to do what makes me and my family happy, and just,
you know, something fair play, and that's commendable and inspirational. And I think
that though it did take almost like death.
Yeah, well, you know, different things trigger it. I mean, for me, it was my dad being diagnosed with dementia 10 years ago, because up until that point, as daft as it sounds, I thought I was immortal. I thought, hey, I'm going to live forever, me. Really? But when he was diagnosed, it made me, I thought, oh God, that could happen to me. How long have I got left? Oh my gosh, I can't waste his time. So, you know, fair play. And I think that's inspiration. And I think you should share that with more people so that they know the person behind the business, because that in itself, the fact that you know, you're back, you've been so ill, you've been in a wheelchair, sepsis, all these curveballs that life has thrown at you. And at the end of it all, you say, you know something, to hell with you and stress. I'm moving forward. I'm doing my thing. Boom. Absolutely. So take this video, repurpose it, take that bit out where you talk about yourself and stick it everywhere. So, oh, my favourite. Oh, in fact, before we go on, let me see if we've had any comments coming, because it's always out of sync with technology. I get comments.
Challenges for me is lockdown. I hadn't then got that steady income, had I, which I've always relied on.
Yeah, of course. Right, let me see. Oh, I think we've had a few comments coming in. Just Stephanie Barnard. Oh my, Stephanie says, "Oh my God, Michelle, you are music to my ears. Great to see a therapist who loves their job and not the financial side more." Boo, boo. Stephanie Barnard, you and her should just talk anyway, because honestly, amazing. She did her first live the other day for the first time, because like she was a little bit, she was absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Steph. Hey, Karen Font Garcia. What a cool name.
Oh, hi. I know, KFG.
Oh, do you? Oh, KFG. You see, I love it when people have got an acronym for their name, KFG. My name's KFG. You just want to know more. That's a cool name, Font Garcia. Oh yeah, Stephanie says that nothing great comes from a comfort zone. You're so right. She's so right. And Jolene.
Oh, Jolene.
Don't. Oh my God! Don't tell her this, but I always sing that song when I talk about her. So it's like Jolene. Oh, it's a beautiful song. She says amazing interview, guys. Thanks, Jolene, and thank you for introducing us. Without you, and we would not be here. So thank you very much. Right.
Come on, I'm ready. Fire away.
My favourite question. Tell us one thing about you that not many people know about.
Ooh. I'm a secret lemonade drinker. No.
Now that does prove your age, because only a certain person would know. Oh my God, what an amazing answer. Oh, my lemonade.
I absolutely love Nicolas Cage.
No! Oh, Michelle. I had such high hopes for you.
Something about that voice and
he sounds like he's talking he's on the uncomfortable position. The thing is, he's done two good films in my opinion. Face Off.
Yeah.
And Con Air.
Con Air, I love. City of Angels, I love. Love him in that. Really good.
Some of it, I don't know. I mean, we'll disagree on this. I find some of his scenes, some of the roles that he's taken, is obviously for, hey, I get paid.
Mm.
Oh, there's a couple of, oh yeah, I get paid, man. Let's just do this, and you can kind of tell, because when he's passionate about a film, you can see the passion.
It's that, obviously, the one thing that puts me off is that he married Lisa Marie Presley, but I just don't want to go there. I've got, yeah.
Nicolas Cage. Honestly, I've never heard. I've heard men say they like his film. I've never heard a woman say she actually likes him. But hey, first time for everything. But guys, Nicolas Cage. I mean, if you'd have said Nick Cage, who did the jeans advert a couple of years ago, then I'd have been like, yeah, I get that. But, oh, fair enough. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to hold it against you. You
could have sent me these questions in advance and I could have prepped some far cooler answers.
You heard it here first, guys. Michelle from Mwah liked Nicolas Cage. Something about his voice. I can't even do his... I was going to try and do his voice, but I can't do his voice. Right.
Slur and yeah.
It's just, yeah, I can't do it. I'm not going to try. Right. What 3 bits of advice would you give somebody who was crazy enough and wanted to start a business right now?
Ooh, I think the first thing, like, if you're a nurse, lose that nurse head, become a businesswoman. Don't be afraid to money.
Look, NHS bosses, I'm so sorry she said that. Please do not send a hit squad to my house. It was nothing to do with me. She said, I didn't prep it.
Do not be afraid to ask for money, because money makes the world go round, you know, and people, when I first started, I used to like give treatments plus a bit of a counselling session and then forget to ask for money, and like, seriously, and then yeah, because the nurse part of my brain
wanted to help the world,
treatments and not having money.
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh, lost myself. Like, I mean, they're all very honest ladies, and they did pay me.
Oh, fantastic.
The second is, for me, it was important that it was my name for my business. Yeah. Personally, it's me that's running it. It's me that, you know, people see you going smooth, but actually your little legs under the lake are paddling.
Oh yes.
So I would say be proud and put your name in that business. And I think probably the third would have to be to have a really good social media presence.
Boom.
Because you are the face of your business. Don't hide behind the business.
Boom. Chapter and verse. I love that.
Yeah.
Because I do come across people who, and it's not their fault. It's the fault of their inner voice, which talks to them and says, oh, you don't want to be on there. What will people say? All your neighbours will see you. And they literally run a business like this. Yeah.
And I did, you know, I made that mistake. I I was one of these practitioners that would post before and after pictures, and people, they like to see your work and they like to see that you're good at it, but actually they're buying into me and they want to know who's the person that's holding that needle and injecting them.
Absolutely. And I think that's really, really powerful. And anyone who's watching, you know, please, if you are one of these people who are like, stop it. You are your business is you. Be proud of it. Tell the world. And if you've got a solution that helps people, tell them so they can at least say, yes, I want to work with you, or no, I don't. Oh, fantastic. Stephanie says, serious lack of business support in beauty and aesthetic industry. Would you agree with that?
I think there's a very big divide between sort of medical and beauty, and there's the problem at the moment is sort of beauticians are able to inject, obviously nurses are able to inject. There's no concrete you can do this. So say like a beautician, for example, can do PDO thread lifts, but my clinic would have to be CQC registered to do that. There's a really big divide.
Oh, one of us is frozen. I think it's you.
You're still.
Come back in a minute.
Ooh. Shall I? I don't know what's happening.
You've got a bit of a technical hitch at the moment. I think.
Am I back?
Michelle is frozen, or I have frozen.
You've frozen. Can you hear me? Whew.
Technical gremlins. To be fair, at that point, if that happens, normally what happens is the guest sing the song.
Okay. You can keep waiting. You'd rather I didn't.
Oh, fantastic. The thing is, though, you did explain, you know, and you're right. I think if you think about it now, we're in a place where the medical industry, the doctors, they recognise things like mental health.
Mm-hmm.
How you look goes a long way to how you feel.
Exactly.
So it makes sense that they have some kind of, I don't know how you do it, some kind of joined up strategy where they consult with the beauty industry, to find out about the invasive and non-invasive and how that can be a contributory factor to someone's health holistically, in terms of, like I said, how you look when you see yourself is how you feel is how you act. And I think it all goes in sync. So maybe you can be the advocate to start that, Michelle.
It does. Well, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes with regards to that. And also, don't forget, there's good beauticians, there's bad beauticians, there's good medics, there's bad medics. You know, just because people have got that number doesn't mean actually that they're better than somebody else. And I think a lot of the problem with this industry with regards to medics, non-medics, etc., is sort of just a lack of a mutual respect for each other. And it's one of those debates that's probably can't really get into at the moment because it's too much. But yeah, Stephanie, you're right. There is a lack of support.
Steph says, "My kind of girl." Told you two are going to get on like a house on fire. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna hook you up. And he totally agrees with everything you say. So you have another advocate for your ecosystem who will love the Mwah brand. You got to do that. You got to get someone to say the name and just have a kiss. Mwah.
I mean, you've got to work on that business name. It's like going back to that first question that you said was about, you know, key pieces of advice. Get a good name. I mean, that name didn't just come overnight. It was like Michelle Worthington Aesthetics, Michelle. I was like, I need a H. And it was my partner who went, health, you're a nurse.
Boom. Oh, my Siri just went off. Was that your Siri or my Siri? I hate Siri. He has a nasty habit of just jumping into a conversation. Is there anything that the people watching can help you with right now? Is there any support that you need, any additional support?
No, I think, any additional support? it's like, oh, if anyone's watching and they think that they've got something that they could offer, then that's all good. But to be honest, I like to just, my business, I stay in my own lane. I don't tend to look sideways. I don't, you know, if I feel that I want to do something, I'll try something, I'll do that. I don't sort of compare prices to the neighbour. I charge what I feel I'm worth.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the best way to be. I mean, one of the things I'd love you to do when we finish is go back to the page, the Love Sales Hate Selling page, and if you could drop all of your links in there. So your link to all your social media profiles and to your website as well, so that people who then watch later on can say, oh, I like her, I like what she does, let me go and check her out some more. And then obviously it's going to be an easy place for them to go. But Michelle from Mwah.
Love your laugh.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. I don't think people would believe that this was the first time we'd actually met.
I know.
But yes, guys, it is. We actually met at 10 to 11 this morning for the very, very first time. And you'd think that we were old friends from school, the way we've been chortling. So, if any of you business owners watching want to take part in this, feel free to hit me up. I'm always looking for business owners who want to share their journey with this audience. Michelle, thank you so much. We're going to call it a day now. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a little debrief afterwards. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have watched this, please put in #replay. Yes, I keep promising a prize. I am going to do one eventually. You're just not going to know when. Right. Have a fantastic rest of the week. And thank you for watching Love Sales, Hate Selling, Business Owner Interview with Michelle Worthington from Mwah.